In this video, we're going to talk about the science of what holds people back, which is commonly known as fear. So this is the self-confidence theory, the final part. We talked about self-image, self-worth, your relationship with yourself. I gave you the tools to help you shift those beliefs, which is called the affirmation. If you haven't watched those videos yet, please go ahead and check them out, and I will have the links dropped below. So before we get started, just a little bit about me so you know who I am. So if you watch those videos by now, we have a sense of where you're at and where you're heading. We talked about the self-image, the self-worth, your relationship with yourself, and then we also talked about affirmations. Why do most people stop? They know all this, but they don't take any action. Because this is when fear creeps in. And this is what I'm gonna talk about in this episode. So Will Smith has a story, how he identifies fear. And this is that feeling of right when we're about to jump out the plane. So his story was, he was gonna go skydiving with his friends and family. And the idea sounds so cool because he's never done before. There was so much excitement. They were partying about it and he was ready because he's never done it. And the second day he wakes up, what happens? Fear creeps in. And he got so scared. And there was that moment they arrived. They got on that plane. And then that moment where he was literally snuggling behind someone, the door opens, and now you're about to jump. And he's like, no, I can't do this. And he's pushed out and he jumped out of the plane. And then he said that was a blissful moment. You're flying. So that was a really beautiful story to really break it down what fear is. If you have already by now done all the assignments, and you've identified what you will love and what you want, this is where you start to take action. Now, remember I talked about the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. So in the conscious mind, this is where all of our information and our knowledge is. Everything that comes in goes through our conscious mind. You can say yes to it, you can say no to it. You can like it, you can dislike it. But whatever goes down into the subconscious mind is your automatic. You don't think about it. It's a part of you. That's where the self-image sits. That's where the I am sits. That's where your human programming is. So the science behind this is now you've introduced a new concept of what you will love in your life, your big goal. You've used your imagination and it sits in your conscious mind vividly, but your subconscious mind is not believing it. Remember, your subconscious mind is there to protect you. So it feels very uncomfortable. So let's just give it a name, like the old habits, the old belief, the old paradigm, let's call that the X condition. X has been sitting there for so long in the subconscious mind. Now, using our imagination, we have formed this new belief. We have formed this new knowledge, this new image, this new life that we would love. Now you're changing. There's an internal disruption that's going inside. It's not comfortable. You're excited. You're scared. You have the butterflies. You want it. But what if this? What if that? That all starts to come in, right? And it's normal because I went through it. And I love going through it now because I know what it is. And now it creates this thing called the Y condition. So now this Y condition is coming in. And when it's coming in, guess what? The way I feel it from my experience is now it's very uneasy. It's very scary. Now there's a lot of fear that creeps in, right? So this is where you identify those feelings, and to way to beat it is to take action on right now. You take action right now. Don't procrastinate. Don't sit back and think about it. By now you know what you want. This is your life, not my life. Who's gonna benefit most when you take action for yourself and you act on it? Because the moment you act on it, you're gonna realize you're fine, I'm still alive. By the way, if you made it this far, you're gonna wanna like, subscribe, and share this channel with a friend because I am dedicated to bring more value to help you and lift you up. Also, any questions you have, comment below because you will be inspiring me to create content for you. Fear tends to create this very negative imagination. The results that you would love. Every reaction you take, there's gonna be an equal and opposite reaction. Your thoughts is gonna create a feeling, and based on the feeling, we're gonna take action. If you feel like this is something that I would love and you can see the results in your imagination, you believe you could do it, you're gonna take those actions with inspiration. If you don't believe it at all, and in worst case, this isn't what you want to do. I've seen so many people, just because I work with a lot of real estate individuals and companies in the past, they go into the business because you can earn a lot of money, rightfully so, I get that. But they don't like it. They don't believe they can do it. So they go through the same training and they'll act on the same thing, but when you don't believe, you don't have the results. And another person who knows it's easy, it's in their belief system, right? Everything I touch turns into gold. That's a belief system. And for them, it's effortlessly, right? So my point is, your thoughts is gonna create your feeling. The feeling is gonna trigger an action. And then with those action, you're gonna have the result show on. Expect to win, expect to arrive. Don't expect the hell. I have learned hell is God guiding me. There's an equal and opposite reaction. What does that mean? You're gonna learn something, you're gonna grow something, something's gonna come out from it. When I started this YouTube channel about a month ago, I was like, I'm just gonna start with whatever I have. Even now I'm using my phone and the front face of my phone. I got the equipment, I'm still learning. But I know, me doing it now is better than me not doing it. Me making my first video is better than me making 0 video. I made a few videos now, and I already feel like I've improved because I'm doing my own editing. So there's an equal and opposite reaction. There is also a lot of videos I was like, I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh my gosh, I'm stuttering. I can't use it, so I re-record. That's a part of the process. But the key is you gotta break through by taking those actions. Then it becomes a habit. And it's easy. I remember when I first started to help people at the very beginning, and I had no idea what I was doing. So the first thing I was like, okay, let me create the skill and get used to talking to people that I don't know. And it started from, I was freezing. I didn't know how to talk. I didn't know how to get straight to the point. I was so scared of asking for a sale. Hey, I could help you. This is my fee, my value, my self-worth, right? I was like so scared. But now it's easy. The worst thing that's gonna happen is they say no, and that's totally okay. They invested their time with me and I learned something, I bettered something, and I also gave something to them too. So that's how everything changed. And I say that because now to me it's easy. I love talking to people. I've helped so many people around the world at this point. My confidence went up because I know what I'm doing. I didn't know what I was doing before. That's why that fear is in. In this video, I shared with you some slides. If you like a copy for yourself, I dropped a link below for you to download for free. I also have a bunch of resources on my website that has just been updated. I'll have the link below. Those are all free. Go ahead and check it out. So I do have one assignment for you. Think about that one thing you've been procrastinated on and take that action right now after you're done with this video. So whatever it is, take action right now so you can beat that fear. Break through that terror that is happening internally, because you got this. And I'm gonna see you in the next video.